Welcome to the live stream. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Hello, everybody. Um, it's just after midnight where I am, but I thought of, just doing this live stream. So, anyone free to come and join in? Yeah, you are free. You are always welcome to join in. Welcome, everybody who is free to join in. Welcome. Today is um, we are already into Boxing Day. Just like 30 minutes ago, we were celebrating the last minutes of Christmas. So Christmas is gone now. All what is left is the Boxing Day tomorrow. So I hope everybody had a beautiful day today. And those whom I didn't say Merry Christmas, I say today again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Although it's Boxing Day tomorrow, we still continue in the spirit of Christmas. So I'm really happy this evening or early this morning to hold a live stream. Yeah, because in the afternoon we've been very busy doing one or two things. So I said, oh, let me just go and have a little chat with friends. So feel free to join in if you have the time. And you are always welcome to join in the live stream. You are always welcome. Feel free to join in. Feel free to join in. My name is Mary Z is Recipes, and I welcome everybody to join in, and so that we can have one or two things to talk about. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Feel free to join in. Feel free to join in. Yeah, today has been people were celebrating Christmas today, and I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas, and I hope people had good time with friends and family, and I hope it was a good celebration. And people were feasting, people were feasting and enjoying themselves, you know, all around. And we are really happy to have this time to come together again. Oh, we have Tony Spence. Hello, Tony Spence. How are you? It's nice to have you in the live stream. Feel free to join in. Tony Spence is saying hello. And Tony Spence is just, like saying she is good. Oh, that's nice to hear, Tony. You are welcome to join in. My name is Mary Z is Recipes, and you can call me Mary Z. I am someone who is very much interested in cooking. So on my YouTube channel, I mostly do videos concerning cooking, and sometimes I just do other topics. So feel free to join in. You can tell us where you are connecting from, Tony, if you don't mind. Tony Spence. We also have fastest E2W. He's asking me, what did you get for Christmas? I'm still waiting for you to give me a present. Anyway, I got some vouchers, so I haven't had the chance to redeem them. So I'm going to redeem some vouchers. Tony Spence says, Merry Christmas. And I also say, Merry Christmas to you, Tony. What did you get for Christmas? Can you tell us what you got for Christmas? What did you get, Tony? Me, I got some vouchers. And and I'm still, maybe next week I'm going to redeem the vouchers. And we have Ali L. Is it L? L underscore V T S is saying, hi, Auntie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Ali underscore VT MZMS. And guys, can you tell us where you can you tell us where you are connecting from? Someone is angry here. I don't know why he is angry. Can you tell us where you are connecting from? We just want to have a good time together and just to have a recap of Christmas Day. We are going to have a recap of Christmas Day. Oh, Ali is saying he's connecting from South Africa. Which city? Are you connecting from Durban or from Pretoria? Tony Spence is saying England. Oh, that's lovely, Tony. You are here. Uh, yeah, that's lovely to hear that, Tony Spence. And he is connecting from the United Kingdom. That's lovely. So, Tony, what did you get for Christmas? What was your present? Or are you still going to open them tomorrow? Oh, dear. When you come to I'm just to remind some of these people. When you come to a public uh, platform like YouTube, when you come to a public platform like YouTube, I'm just talking, I'm just referring to Sam Gilmore. Sam Gilmore. When you come to this YouTube channel, especially to my channel, I don't really, I don't really, know about, like medical issues. So if you have any medical query, you can always you can always phone like 111, or you can like, if it's not too painful, you can then go to visit the emergency services, or you can go to see your GP, your general practitioner. Because as for me, I'm not I'm not a practitioner, a medical practitioner. So I just know about cooking, and I know about gardening, and I know about, some, if you can ask me about something to do with music, I can answer. But as for medical queries, I'm not a doctor, and I cannot help in that field. We have Tommy Beresford saying me. Hello, Tommy Beresford. Beresford. Where are you connecting from, Tommy? Tommy Beresford. Beresford. Where are you connecting from? And how was your Christmas, if I may ask? And do you celebrate Christmas? And have you got any presents so far? As for me, my family was a bit like stingy this time. They all, but I cannot complain. I had some vouchers and one or two things, So it was really good. And Tommy Spence is saying, crafts pen and a 3D pen. What's that for, Tony? Tony Spence is saying crafts pens and a 3D pen. I don't know what he wants to say there. We also have Marcos Vale. Marcos Vale. Hello, Marcos Vale. Marcos Vale is saying, Auntie, hi, Auntie. And Marcos Vale is saying, bless you. Bless you too, Marcos Vale. How was your Christmas today? Did you have a good time? And is there anything to share with us? Or did you get any presents so far? But we'll wait tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Boxing Day. Hopefully, some people will turn up with our presents. We're just waiting. And Sam Gilmore says, should I put something inside? Where? Where do you want to put in it? Where? I can't get your statement. And Marcus Vale says, I don't know. Marcus Vale saying, oh, right. Marcus Vale is asking for, give you a good old stuffing like a smash go. Oh, chicken. Today it's not I didn't have any chicken today because most people do turkey on Christmas Day. So maybe chicken another day, not today. Yeah, maybe another day. Yeah. So today the theme is about celebrating Christmas, and so that we will say we will have a memorable. We talk about memorable Christmas. Yeah, sometimes we have memorable Christmases, memorable celebrations. And we have Zizwani. Hello, Zizwani Kapeya. Zizwani Kapeya is saying this, and she's saying hi. Zizwani said hi again. Hello, Zizwani. I hope you have been, you had a wonderful Christmas today, but the Christmas continues up to tomorrow. So tomorrow still await for us because that's the Boxing Day when we get presents and open our presents. And Mila Butter Piedo. Hello, Mila Butter Piedo. Mila Butter Piedo is connecting from Tunisia. He says, hi, I am Tunisian. Maybe he's not in Tunisia, but he says, hi, I am Tunisian. Oh, lovely to have a Tunisian in the house. Welcome, Mila, to this live stream. Welcome. I hope you will, you'll get one or two things there. When you come to this live stream, you need to avoid to say things which are not right. We all have a conscience. I always talk about, human beings have a conscience, and we know what is right and what is wrong. So when you go to other people's platforms, try to be positive. And it's no point to start saying like things which are sort of negative. So we applaud those who come in positivity. And oh dear. Okay, let's go to the next one in the line. We have Mila Butter Piedo says, I am in Italy. So Mila is in Italy. Oh, lovely to have someone from Italy. Which city? Are you in Rome or in Athens? Mila, which city are you in? And Mila Piedo said, Butter Piedo said, thanks, sister. You are welcome. So I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. Mila Butter Piedo said he is in Trento City. Oh, that one I really, it's like not really familiar to me. Trento City in Italy. Oh, that's really lovely. I will Google it up and see what happens in Trento City. Yeah, I need to know about it. Because maybe one day I might plan to visit Italy. Oh, so it's in the northeast. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think in the coming year I might be visiting Italy. Yeah, I think so. So we'll see how it goes. Mila is saying you are more than welcome. Oh, that's nice, Mila. I really am happy to have you here. So people, as you come into the live stream, do remember to tap the screen. Tap the screen. When you tap the screen, it's like you are giving me some likes. And this will, this is a good thing for me, for the channel. Just tap the screen and give me some likes. And those who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. I'll be so happy if you do that. So today, as I've already said, it's the Christmas day, the day we had waited for about 11 months. And finally it came today. It came like yesterday, because now it's like 1:45. So finally the day came yesterday, and we were happy. And I hope everyone who had the chance to celebrate Christmas did celebrate the Christmas and had a good time. So we are left with tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Boxing Day, a day for presents and a day just to have another relaxation. And just, I love, like, if I love, like, storytelling. If you have visitors, you just spend the afternoon telling stories and having the little bits of food left over from the Christmas day. It's a wonderful thing to be with friends and family. So today, I always say, as you come in, tell us where you are connecting from. Like Mila has told us, he's connecting from Italy, the beautiful country of Italy. And Italy is known to be a tourist destination. Many people from Africa, from North America, from South America, from Asia, from Europe, other places of Europe, from Australia and New Zealand, they visit Italy because there are some wonders there. We also have what's it? What's it? Hello, what's it? What's it is saying Merry Christmas from Scotland. Wow, the beautiful Scots. Wow, that country is beautiful. I always love to see like when I go on TV, I see the highlands of Scotland and the mountains, the hills, and the landscape is beautiful. So welcome, welcome. What is it to the live stream? And I say Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas. We also have um, local cool kid. Oh, it's cool kid. Hello, cool kids. How are you today? And cool kids is a beautiful name, which which is a little bit, like challenging to pronounce. Otherwise, it is beautiful. And cool kid is saying Merry Christmas too. Merry Christmas, everybody. And we still continue to do the Merry Christmases because we are still in the festive season and we are still in the mood of Christmas. And what is it? What is it? Says it is beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Let's hope your Christmas Day, Thursday, was awesome. Let's hope you had everything planned, went on as planned. And we are happy because it's 2025 Christmas and it's now coming to an end, and we really are happy. We just, we just wish everybody a Merry Christmas. If there are challenges, we just we wish the challenges, for the challenges, we find a way out to try and solve the challenges. Yeah. Because we live in a world full of challenges, but we are, we try by all means to solve them. So what is it? It says, I hope yours was good too. Oh, mine was superb. It was the best day ever because it went on as planned. If a celebration goes on as planned, that's what we like. So it went on as planned and I was happy. Yeah. So tomorrow is a day again of just resting and relaxing and doing storytelling. I love storytelling, or events telling. If you can't find stories, just do events, like, oh, you know what? On Monday, I went to these shops to buy something. And when I got there, I found that the shelves were cleared, so I couldn't find my favorite, maybe cookies. So you can always, talk about events which just happened. So I also say, Hope everybody had a beautiful day today. I mean, it's now here. It's not like previous day, yesterday. So we are happy today, happy as usual. I just said, yesterday I was in the middle of doing a live stream. So I don't know what happened. It just cut off. There was no volume. And I think I spoke for about 40 minutes. I was thinking people were hearing what I was saying. But the phone just played up. It had no volume, and I was just chatting, chatting on my own, not knowing that the people are not hearing what I was saying. But a friend came up to tell me that, oh, you know what, your live stream is not like, there's no sound, So that's the importance of having friends. They're always coming in. They chip in to help you and to advise you. So what is in it here? Said, I hope yours was good too. It was good. So let me just take this opportunity to thank all the subscribers. So I'll be thanking you, for what you have done in 2025. I want to thank all the subscribers who have stood by me from day one up to today. It is a long time, but they are still there standing. It's like when someone continues to stand with you, like stand by me. When someone continues to stand by you, you need to appreciate, because sometimes people have lots of commitments to look into, but when they find time to stand by you, you need to be thankful and to be grateful. So today, at this moment in time, I just want to take this time to thank all my subscribers, and I want to thank all the people who take time, now and again, to come to my channel at Mary Z is Recipes. They come there, they watch my videos, and they leave some comments, and some of them, they even like share the videos. So I'm really grateful, and I just want to say thank you ever so much. So we are just hoping that as we carry on we just have like 6 days left. As we carry on into the new year, we hope we keep this like friendship intact, and we support one another. As for me, I try as well to check on my friends, to check on other people, and I subscribe to other people. I also watch their videos, because this content creation it works on like reciprocal. You watch others and they watch you as well. You comment on other people's videos, and they comment on yours as well. It's not like a one man, like a one man on an island. We are never one man on an island. We are always together with others, in everything we do. Everything we do, especially on this YouTube platform, we are always together with others. So let's support each other, and let's continue to be in the spirit of supporting each other. That will make the world go around, and the world will go around, as if it doesn't go around. I'm just saying, is a what is an idiom. It continues to go around when we support each other, and when we support each other, and when we what else can I say? We support each other, we comment each other's videos, and we sort of like, they support, have a network, teamwork. Those are the words which are really suitable for friendship or for teams. So we are happy to be in this community of YouTube. So those people who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. My channel name is Mary Z is Recipes. I am a lady with some hobbies. I like cooking. I also like gardening. I like music and watching films. And the films I like watching like um, uh, action movies, where there's fast action, like someone is running after the other, and then when someone is the one who is on the wrong, that person on the wrong, is caught, and and then we say, oh, he's caught, and then we are happy. I also like to watch like family movies, where they have these issues with them, but finally this family will live happily ever after. I like such films as well. And of recent, I think yesterday I was watching some comedy. I also love to watch comedy because it makes me laugh. Comedy makes you laugh. If you watch comedy and you do not laugh, I think it will be like a story, just a story. Comedy is supposed to make you laugh, you know, because comedy is hilarious and it should like trigger your emotions and then you laugh. So I love comedy as well. But tomorrow, I think tomorrow what I'll do is I'll look for another Christmas movie, and because the Christmas movies continue to to come on our channels, so I'll be watching another Christmas movie, and obviously this movie will have a happy ending. I love things with happy ending. I don't like things where maybe the winner must take it all. Happy ending, like the winner in the film must take it all, must take the victory, and then we are happy. you know so that's what it is with films. I do love films. So I hope you are also watching films where you are. Some people are playing games, some people are doing board games tomorrow, and which is nice. And yeah, I sometimes love to do board games, and they are really entertaining. But sometimes if you have some of the family members, they wouldn't. Some of them nowadays they just love to go on on their tablets and so on. So maybe you might you might fail to find someone to play a board game with, because they love their digital. Hello, Felix is saying, hello, Felix Bloom, welcome to the live stream. And Felix Bloom is saying, hello, I hope you had a good Christmas. I will sub you now. Oh, thank you, Felix. I was just waiting for you. Sometimes you wait for people and they will come. Thank you ever so much, Felix. And Felix, do you have a channel? You can just say yes or no. Felix Bloom, do you have a channel? Because I can always check out on you as well if you have a channel. So it's at Felix Bloom. It sounds like you do have a channel. Yeah, he said yes. All right, Felix. I will check out. If you have time after the live stream, you can go and watch one of my videos. And then when you watch one of my videos, I can always like reciprocate. So I'm happy to have you here. And let's hope you had a beautiful Christmas. Just like mine. I can't complain. It was just good. I was just like relaxing, just relaxing, and sometimes running in and out of the kitchen, doing one or two things, which is expected on a Christmas day. So welcome, Felix Bloom. If you don't mind, where are you connecting from, Felix? Where are you connecting from? If you don't mind telling us. Sorry. Where are you connecting from, Felix Bloom? Where are you connecting? Felix Bloom says, yeah, thank you so much. I'm connecting from Finland. Oh, Oh, Finland. Wow. Thank you ever so much, Felix, for connecting all the way from Finland. Is it? What's the capital city of Finland, Felix? Does it start with the H? Is it the one? What's the capital city of Finland? I think I've forgotten. Oh, thanks so much for coming from all the way to from Finland. That is a pleasure. That's a pleasure. Let me just check your capital city. I forgot. But sometimes I do, remember some of these capital cities. Capital cities. Capital of Finland. I think it doesn't start with the H. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, that's the one. It starts with the H. It's called Helsinki. So I was correct. I was just hesitating saying it, but I knew it's Helsinki, the capital city of Finland. So, that's nice. Do you live in Helsinki or you live like some miles from Helsinki, Finland? Felix says, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it is a beautiful city. So I haven't been to Finland. And most of the countries in Europe, we just know them by when we start geography or history. That's when we know about these countries. Otherwise, we haven't been physically to Finland. But otherwise, it is a beautiful country. Yeah, it is. And Felix say you should visit sometime. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, maybe one day. You never know. Wishes are always, we always have wishes, and sometimes they get fulfilled. They get fulfilled. So, how was your Christmas, Felix? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, just like me. And I hope you are going to have another beautiful year in front of you, because we only have 6 days to go and we are in 2026. Oh, that's amazing. As soon as 2026. So how is the weather there? I think Finland is also cold, Felix Bloom says, yeah, I ate a bunch and got a lot of Christmas presents. Wow, lucky you. That's the beauty of Christmas. Christmas is a time of sharing and a time of giving and receiving. Yeah, we give and other people, give us as well. So it is a beautiful time to share, to share our love with our friends and family. And when we get presents, we need to cherish that and to be thankful and be grateful. So that's the essence of Christmas. Christmas is about love, hope, caring. Everything which is good is about Christmas. All the adjectives which stand for good things: happiness, love, caring, empathy, support. What else? All the good adjectives. They are about Christmas. Yeah, they are about Christmas. So we are really happy today. And as I said before, I was saying to myself in the late evening that, I was just like saying 50-50. Should I do a live stream? Should I not? Should I not? But finally I said, let me do a live stream. Because my live stream yesterday was disturbed and there was no sound from the live stream. So I said, let me just carry on today and just have a chat with people so that, we take ourselves into Boxing Day. So we are going to take ourselves into Boxing Day, which is a beautiful thing to do. So today my topic, as you have seen on the live stream, the topic is, it's just like summarizing. I'm just going to summarize about Christmas. So I thought, oh, let me do a live stream, because I don't want to talk about, the event of Christmas like tomorrow. So I said, let me talk about it today. Felix Bloom says it's literally 3:01. Oh, is it? Oh my goodness. Because here it's 1:02. So we have a difference of 2 hours. So I maybe should go to sleep. I know. Yeah, you can go to sleep. If you go to sleep now, it's okay. It doesn't matter, because you can always check this live stream even after it's done. You can always, if you want to listen to what I'm going to say today, you can always go back to Etmeri's his recipes, and you can go to the live streams and you can watch it again. That's the beauty of YouTube. That's the beauty of digitalization, digital technology. We can always, because it's when it's recorded, it's there. So you can always come back. So thank you ever so much, Felix Bloom, and for coming here to. If you do stream tomorrow, remember me. Okay, I will remember Felix Bloom, and I'm going to check you out as well. Yeah, tomorrow I will stream. Because it's holiday time. I have a lot of time. To do the um, live stream. So tomorrow I'll be streaming again. And I don't think I'll go anywhere tomorrow. I'll be home and I'll be streaming. So thanks so much, Felix, for coming to support at Mary Z Easy Recipes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. And so every time, my plan, I set out some goals that each day I need to come up with a topic. So that's what I am doing at the moment. So Felix Bloom is saying night. Oh, good night, Felix. Have a beautiful sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow if everything permits. And yeah, that's fine. Thank you for coming, and I will keep in touch. So we are really happy today, like I'm saying in my introduction, or as you have seen on the topic, it's about, just another quick or brief summary of Christmas, because before we go into the mood of the new year, we need to just have another quick summary of Christmas. So that's my goal today. We are going to because yesterday it was disturbed, so we are going just to finish our summarization of Christmas. So the Christmas story is a spectacular story, and it all began during this story. They said it all began during the times of the Romans. The Romans, and according to the Bible, like in the Old Testament, because the Bible has two testaments. It is Old Testament and New Testament. So when you read the Old Testament, and when you go like to the book of Isaiah, there's a book called Isaiah. In that book of Isaiah, Isaiah was known to be as a prophet. He had already like prophesied that, oh, there's going to be someone who is going to be the Messiah coming to save the world. Hence today we were celebrating Christmas. It's because there came the Messiah, who was prophesied by a prophet called Isaiah. So we are going to look at the Christmas story. We need to look at it before because before it just like disappear into thin air. Things do disappear into thin air sometimes. When events come and we experience events, sometimes Felix is saying, see you, Felix. Thanks for coming. Thanks. So sometimes these events, when they come to us, we witness them, and then sometimes we just forget about them. Then when they come again on the 25th of December, we remember again, and so on. So I think if we continue like to sort of remind each other about this Christmas story, It's a Christmas story. Christmas story. Stories, So this Christmas story is really, an important story, especially to the people who believe in a religion called Christianity. They really believe in this story, and they celebrate this story. So the story is called the Christmas story. It is also known as the nativity, nativity. You might wonder, why calling it the nativity? Nativity means birth. Nativity is a word which means birth. So this nativity is about the birth of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the one who was prophesied in the Old Testament that there's going to be a Messiah who is going to come. That's how the story goes. So the Messiah is going to come to save mankind. How was he going to save us? We are the mankind, the people. He was going to save us by telling us that this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. So that, teachings, he was brought here to teach the people so that the people know what is right and what is wrong. So let's go back to the nativity. Nativity means the birth, and who was going to be born is the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the Messiah and the Savior. Some call him Son of God, the Savior, the Messiah. And then let's look at how this happened. How was he born according to the story? They say that there was a lady. The lady was called Mary. And this lady had just got married to someone. And she had got married to someone called Joseph. So Joseph and Mary were living in a place called Nazareth. Nazareth. So Joseph and Mary were living together, and Joseph, they said, according to the Bible, they said Joseph had a profession. He was a carpenter. So imagine, according to those days, a carpenter wasn't like a high skilled job. So here we are looking at two ordinary people. We are looking at Mary, just an ordinary lady, and Joseph, an ordinary, a gentleman. So these two were chosen to be the ones to give to raise Jesus, Jesus Christ. So what happened is that um, an angel, that's what they said in the Bible. There was an angel. An angel is in like a heavenly body. An angel is a heavenly body or heavenly spirit, something like that. So an angel called Gabriel, presented himself to Joseph and Mary. And the angel announced that, oh, Mary, you are going to have a baby. And um, then this came as a surprise because they wondered, how can Mary have a baby, when she was not yet ready to have the baby. But it was according to the scriptures and according to the word of God that Mary was going to have a baby, to conceive. What you mean by conceiving? So Mary was going to conceive a baby, and this baby was going to be called Jesus. So angels are like superhuman. They're like superhuman, and it's like, according to the story, they only presented themselves to angel Gabriel, presented himself to Mary and Joseph. So this happened. Then eventually Mary conceived, and then as time went on, like our human beings, they give birth after about 9 months. In a period of like 9 months. Then usually that's the usually. But sometimes babies can come out anytime. So usually they come at 9 months. So what happened is that there was there was a ruler who was called Herod. Herod was the ruler. So Herod announced to his people that there is going to be a census. So this king was called King Herod. So that made Mary and Joseph to live where they were staying, and they went on a long journey to another place, to another town, you know. So they had to go because of this announcement by King Herod. So uh, Mary and Joseph had to leave their home to go to a place called Bethlehem. So they traveled all the way to a place called Bethlehem, you know. And at this time, Mary was about to give birth, but they had to go. There was no way out, you know. They had to go. So you know, this like happening of Mary and Joseph leaving their town to go to another town, it is also, it has a connotation to ourselves nowadays. Nowadays we see people leaving their motherlands, you know, kind of, or their homelands, or leaving their towns, you know, or their birthplaces, and they travel to other places. So the traveling to other places, it's not like, no, this has always been happening. You know, people have many reasons why they have to travel from one place to go and live in another place, you know. So sometimes people leave their homes due to maybe to unrest, due to maybe it's inhabitable. That place is habitable due to other reasons. Or and then people relocate, you know. So this is something which, you know, is still happening to people. Oh, we have someone in the live stream. This is the rice experiments. Helpsy. Hello. The live, the rice experiments. Helpsy. He's saying world peace is manifest, pure harmonious, virtuous love. Peaceful world is manifested. Oh, those are beautiful words. Those are beautiful words. Hello, how was your Christmas? The rice experiments. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And feel free to join in the live stream. You are welcome. I always welcome people. And as you come in, just tap the screen to show that you are, you know, supporting. You know, I need your support, and I need your subscriptions and your support. So everyone who is listening, if you can subscribe and support support, I will be very happy and thankful. So let's go on with the nativity. Nativity meaning the birth. And who was born? The person who was born is Jesus Christ. And this is a great story. And we have been celebrating in the afternoon this story and the birth of Jesus Christ. So we're saying they relocated. Mary and Joseph relocated. They moved from their town to another town called Bethlehem, you know, because of this like unsettled situation which was there. So Mary and Joseph, as they went to this new place, they moved from one inn, you know, those places long ago they used to call them inn, you know, and inn is like a hotel, you know. So they wanted to find somewhere to rest and to settle, because Mary was about to give birth. So they moved from one inn to another, to another, to another. They were like all over the place looking for somewhere to settle a bit and to rest a bit, you know. And unfortunately, they didn't find all the inns they went to. They were saying, "Oh, they are full. Oh, they are full. Oh, they are full." You know. This sometimes happens to us as well. Sometimes when we visit some of these, like, you know, like institutions or whatever, Sometimes when you go, you expect, oh, maybe you can get help from them. Then they said, oh, we don't have manpower. Oh, we don't have this and this, So, so when next time when you go to any institution to seek for help, and when the people say, oh, we come next week, you don't worry, because it's not like new. This thing has been going on and on and on. People go to institutions, people seek help, and then sometimes they said, oh, we can't save you for some other reason. So Mary and Joseph couldn't find somewhere to stay. They were just saying, oh, it's full. Oh, it's full. The people were saying, oh, it's full. Oh, it's full. Then what happened? This They ended up going to a stable. Imagine going to a stable where the animals were sleeping. you know so Mary and Joseph, and Mary was about to give birth, and then they went to a stable. Then immediately when they entered the stable, oh, what happened? Because there was no room at the inn, and but imagine someone who is about to give birth. What do they need? They need safety is paramount. And what else do they need? They need comfort, is paramount. That's why nowadays, usually people they give birth at the hospitals, but some people prefer to give birth at home because they have like comfort arrangements. So imagine Mary needed safety, they needed comfort, and but see the predicament they found themselves in, going into a stable, where the animals were sleeping. So they had no choice. They just went to this stable. Despite they were hoping that, oh, maybe they will find an inn is a hotel, sort of. But they couldn't find it. So eventually they went to this table. And as they entered this table, the baby was born. The baby was born. So what could they have done? There was no like comfort in the stable, because it's a shelter for animals. So they had to place the baby in a manger. When the baby was born, the baby was placed in a manger. So you might wonder, what is a manger? People was, oh, the baby was placed in a manger, in a manger. A manger is just like a trough, where animals feed from, just like a container where you put the hay, and then the animals feed from there. So that's where baby Jesus, according to the story, was laid in the manger, just to have a little bit of comfort. Yeah, so sometimes I think I just want to like to to explain this, like uh, how it can like correlate with our lives ourselves. Yeah, sometimes when we hope for comfort, sometimes we fail to get comfort. You know. Yeah, sometimes we hope, oh, maybe if I go here, I will be able to do so and so and so. And then when you go there, you meet the adverse conditions. So the baby was born in a manger. A manger is just a trough where animals feed from. And this act of the baby being put in a manger, it symbolizes humble beginnings. So Jesus had humble beginnings. Imagine nowadays when a baby is born, sometimes the the mothers make sure that they have like comfort, for the baby. They have these like baskets where they, and little um, prams and so on, where the baby should be comfortable. So imagine this baby Jesus was placed in a manger, and this is a sign of humble beginning. But sometimes humble beginnings um, hold hope. So humble beginnings usually hold hope in them, and they might also arise in new life. So what hope are we talking about? We are talking about that although Jesus was placed in a manger, but as we realized, after his birth, that he was the Son of God, he was the Messiah, he was the, Jesus Christ, So that means, despite being coming from a humble dwelling, he was a great man, you know. So his birth was miraculous. It was like a miracle. It was a miracle. Yeah, it was a miracle. And his birth also, his arrival was also like a miracle. Imagine putting a baby in a manger, And this, all these things signified um, new beginnings, and it also signifies that uh, although the dwellings were of what can I say? The dwellings were not comfortable where he was born, but he ended up being the savior of the world, according to the Bible. So that's the birth of Jesus. But after he was born, events began to happen. There were many happenings after that. The first happening was there were men who used to tend after their animals, their sheep. And these people were called shepherds. So shepherds heard about this, the birth of Jesus. Some angels, according to the Bible, they say some angels, you know, in like informed the shepherds about the birth of Jesus Christ. And these shepherds, they were guided to where Jesus was, to that stable. And the shepherds were the first ones to come and witness the new baby. They were the first ones to witness the new baby. So the shepherds did not wait. They just, when they heard that there was a king born, they just went, to see for themselves, to witness for themselves this new born king. So sometimes when we like correlate with our lives, sometimes like when events occur in our families, families are the are the core of the society. People, we have different family, we are from different families, and sometimes when events occur in our families, usually there are some people who just they just come they are always there to help you. The first appearance, they give you the first appearance, like when there is, like, for example, maybe there's a birthday party, maybe there's a christening, or maybe there's a loss in the family. What else? There's a wedding in the family. There are people who are all like members of your family, who always are the first ones to come to your celebrations. You know, so this is has been happening. So the shepherds were the first ones to appear to see the baby, because they knew that the baby was the Messiah, was the Son of God, was the Savior. So they appeared first, of course, with the guidance of angels, according to the Bible. So then afterwards, after the shepherds came, I said the shepherds came first, and I also said to correlate with our day-to-day lives. We have our next of kin, or even our friends, who always turn up for us when we are having celebrations, or when we are having challenges, We have friends and families who always say, "Oh, how are you? I've just come from maybe from Lagos. I come to see you. How are things going on? I heard that you are not feeling well." You know, they just come, to console us or to support us, and yeah. So it's like events which happen in life. They don't like happen is like they are new things. They've always been happening. They've always been kind people. There's always been caring people. There is always been people who empathize with others. So these shepherds, we say, they knew that the baby was going to be the Messiah or the Savior, and they showed a sign of a respect. It's like when a king, with kings, people respected the kings, and they knew that this baby was uh, was the king of kings. They call him King of Kings. That's why they turned up, the first to turn up. Yeah. So then after that, another group came, you know, another group came. And this group are known, according to the Bible, they are known as the wise men from the east. They were called wise men from the east. I don't know why they called them wise men. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't checked why they were called wise men. So the wise men from the east heard about the birth of the king, of Jesus Christ. So they said, oh, they have to see for themselves. And they just not hear news, they have to go and witness for themselves. So, because this event of the birth of Jesus was a very important event, a miraculous baby, and it means that it was, this whole event was full of was showing that the baby was an anointed baby, a special baby. So when the wise men from the east heard about the birth of Jesus Christ, they said, oh, they have to go. They just said, let's just leave. We are going to leave whatever we are doing. We are just going to go. They just did like what the shepherds did. The shepherd said, oh, let's just leave the sheep. We are just going, to see the new king. We have heard that the king has been born. So this story of Christmas, the nativity, says that the wise men from the east, they heard about the birth of Jesus, and they were provided with a star. They saw a star, and this star was just like miraculous as well. So they saw this star, and they knew that this star is guiding them. So they went on this journey to Bethlehem to see the newborn baby. But the special thing in that part of the story is that they were guided by a star. So they were guided by the star because according to the Bible, I think King Herod uh, didn't welcome the news that there was a newborn king. He didn't welcome. So it was a way of like this, so that they could just go without being noticed. So the star guided them to the to Bethlehem, to the stable where Jesus was born. And again, this idea or this part of the story about the wise men going and being guided, we always like, uh, what does it mean to us? What how should we interpret this? The going of the wise men. I think it's just similar to the going of the shepherds. That sometimes we have people who just, when they hear news about other people, they just go there to support, to see for themselves. They don't like wait and then ask other people, oh, did you go to that wedding of your cousin? Then the other person will say, oh, you mean the wedding of Charlotte? Then the other cousin said, yes, the wedding was held. Then that one who didn't go will just start saying, oh, how was the wedding? Did they save you enough for, how was the bride? How was were there many people at the wedding? And did they get many gifts for their wedding? Instead of the other cousin going to witness for herself, he waits for to hear stories from another person. So sometimes when we have, when our family members or our next of kin have like important events going on in their life, we sometimes need to be present, just go and witness for ourselves, you know, and so show our support, and show that we care, and show our empathy, and so on, and not just staying behind. Oh, I didn't have time. I was just doing one or two things, So, being present, supporting, and seeing for yourself, and So, what happened? These wise men were guided by the star, and they followed the star, and the following of the star, we can interpret, according to me, I can interpret it in this way. Sometimes in our life journey, in our life journeys, since we know what is right and what is wrong, sometimes um, the where the idea of knowing what is right, when we think or when we reflect on ideas which are the right ideas, it's like we are looking at the star, we are like following the star which the wise men followed, so the positive like things which come to our mind are the ones which we should follow. We shouldn't follow darkness, So, like the wise men looked at this star and followed the star up to where the baby was lying in the manger. So, sometimes we need to decide which one is it. Is this idea a positive idea to solve any challenge, or is this one a negative idea? So the idea of the star is about brightness, good things, in your way, and then you follow those good suggestions. Avoid negativity, and avoid darkness, Usually they say, oh, this is the works of darkness. People always say, oh, these are work of darkness. So sometimes we need to avoid work of darkness and follow the light, and follow the light. And this also, that star which the wise men followed, it helped them to avoid danger which was posed by King Herod. Because King Herod had heard about, there's a king born, and he was the king. He didn't want any other king to appear, in the kingdom, So he thought the baby was going to overtake him. So sometimes it is a good idea to take alternatives, you avoid this way, you take maybe the one which you think, oh, this one is maybe the better way, is the brighter way, like the wise men from the Bible. Because they were warned, they were cautioned, so they were able to follow the star to the place where Jesus was, lying in the manger. And when these wise men went to see, then finally they arrived in Bethlehem. Finally. Finally, they arrived in Bethlehem. But these men, that's why they are called wise men. They didn't come empty-handed, because they knew that a king was born. And, as a sign of respect, they brought with them special gifts. They brought with them some special gifts. They brought with them some special gifts. And the Bible said the wise men brought gold. Imagine gold, the special mineral. They brought gold, they brought frankincense, and they brought something called myrrh. Myrrh is like, and it's a very special oil. So they brought these three gifts to offer their homage to the newly born King, the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the Son of God. What is this? Messiah, Jesus Christ, Son of God. Oh, we have the new people coming in. Hello, Flashy Tech Fish. Oh, that's a lovely name. Flashy Tech Fish. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. How was your Christmas and how are you? It's a Flashy Tech Fish. Flashy Tech Fish. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Just like me, my Christmas was good. I cannot complain. And Christmas is nearly over. We are now maybe waiting for Boxing Day, and then we go into the new year. We are happy to have witnessed the Christmas, and the Flashy Tech Fish is saying hello. That's beautiful. And so today, Flash Taking, I said in the introduction that we are just going to summarize the nativity, the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. Hence, we were having a celebration today about Christmas. So I'm just because my live yesterday was cut off for some reason I don't know. I think it was a technical issue concerning maybe my phone. So I said today, let me just carry on with the nativity. I should have finished it yesterday, but I didn't manage to finish it. So I said, I'll just finish it today. So we are talking about this special birth according to the Bible, the story from the Bible of the nativity. And nativity means the birth of the Messiah of Jesus Christ. So we are saying, the wise men who followed the star, they didn't come empty-handed. They brought with them some special gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And those were special gifts, to give to the newly born king. And, the giving of gifts, it's just to remind us tomorrow is Boxing Day. Family and friends are just exchanging gifts, which is really a good thing, a good gesture, just showing love to one another, and supporting one another, which is really a beautiful gesture. So sometimes the giving of gifts is really a special thing to do. And we have lots of events where we are expected to give gifts. Imagine you go to attend a wedding of a member of your family, like your cousin or even your sibling. We expect, or they expect to get a little bit of a gift from you. So it is something which should be among us giving. It doesn't matter whether this gift is small or whatever. As long as you give something, it's important. So the giving of the gift to the newly born baby, to Jesus, was really had some impact to the fact that they were honoring a new king who has just been born, So sometimes we need to take a different path in our lives. And when we meet challenges like what the wise men did, they followed the star. They didn't want to be seen and going to where the baby was. And when we meet challenges, we must always try to have options, you need to find out, oh, should I do this or should I do this? There's always options, And we also sometimes, if you make a decision and you see, oh, it's not working, you always should try to make new decisions. You should try to make new choices, You don't say, oh, I think I need this problem. It needs me maybe to do this, this, this. You stick to that solution. Sometimes, if it doesn't work, you need to find another alternative. So uh, avoid taking decisions which um, will not be give you a good outcome. Like the wise men just followed the star because they knew that star would take them where they were going. So that's the idea about the star. To follow. Sometimes you follow where you think there is success, in whatever you are trying to solve. So this is sort of nativity, the nativity. And nativity means the birth. Nativity means the birth of Jesus Christ. So Flash Technifish is saying, hello. Hello, that's nice. So the story of the nativity, it has lots of teaching, in it, loads of teaching in it. So let's look at some of the words I have just thought maybe we can get teaching from them according to the story of nativity. When you look at harmony means you sort of accommodate each other. You don't like quarrel among yourselves, and harmony, you live like peacefully, You don't say, oh, this one did this, I'm not going to do this, you don't quarrel. So harmony, you come together and say, oh, this has happened. What should we do? I think we should do this and that. So when you look at the main characters in the story, like Mary and Joseph, when Joseph heard that Mary was going to have a baby, from the angel Gabriel, Joseph just stayed calm, he didn't say, oh, what, a baby from where, or he didn't like dispute the angel's message, angel Gabriel. So they stayed in harmony, and they had to live together until the boy was born, until the baby grew up, and so on. So there was harmony between the two. So even ourselves, we should always try to have harmony, whether it's between siblings, whether it's between spouses, whether it's between parents and children, whether it's between, what is the other relationship? In-laws and, in-laws, both sides, in-law versus in-law. We should try, even if we might have like some misunderstanding, we should always come back to harmony, just being peaceful and understanding each other and trying to find solutions if there are challenges, So the nativity story is really filled with lots of teaching, which we can get, from it. And harmony is also like closely related to peace. When you have peace in your family, when there's peace dwelling among you, you know, even the Messiah, I heard some of the verses in the Bible, they say, there's a version, let peace dwell amongst you. So peace, it doesn't mean peace between like countries. No, even you can have your peaceful mind. I have peace in my mind, in me, meaning you are not like troubled. So there's peace within yourself. There's peace with other people. So imagine what Joseph did. He accepted the news of the baby, and they continued to live in peace. So peace was dwelling between them. But there's one person in that story who didn't like peace at all. So this was the King Herod didn't like peace. He started, look, where's the baby? Where's this king who has been born? Looking for the baby. So sometimes we need to allow peace to dwell among us, to dwell in us. So there's lots of teaching in the story. It's the same as tranquility. Tranquility means peace as well. It means peace. And also helping out other people. Like even when they were offered that this table, someone maybe came out and said, "Oh, since you haven't found somewhere to stay for the night, you can go to that table." Although it was like an inferior shelter, but at least they had that shelter, so that the baby at least was a bit safe from the environmental factors, like weather. So sometimes little things, when we are given little things, we must also just appreciate, because yeah, there's always goodness in giving whatever small things we have. And that stable became a holy place, a manger where a king was born. So, and the story is also, there's aspects of making good decisions. Like Joseph made a good decision. He kept on, staying with Mary, despite Mary going to have a miraculous baby. And the shepherds made a good decision to visit the newly born king. And the wise men made a decision to visit the newly born king. So that's the story of Christmas. Then the baby, according to the Bible, the baby grew, and then later in life, the baby was no longer a baby, and he was now doing the work which he was sent to do, preaching the word of God. And in some parts of the Bible, they said he was performing miracles, and he was telling people what is right and what is wrong. So that's the story of Christmas, the nativity story. So ourselves today, today is the Christmas day. We were, some people, like Christians, usually they go to their places of worship sometimes, and they worship there. And then after they come back from the places of worship, and most people will then have dinners. People have dinners as a way of celebrating Christmas, and people have various, like feasts. Even it's not like it has started these modern times. Even in like medieval times, Christmas was celebrated as well, and that's when it started and up till now. So people do prepare different meals and um, they have like feasting meals with various types of, of menus, and they have various types of dishes, and they have various types of drinks, just as a way of commemorating Christmas. And the good thing about Christmas is that some people travel journeys to be with their family members, which is also a very good practice. If you are able to, it's really good to go and assemble together as a family and celebrate Christmas. And amidst that, we all say people exchange gifts for during this celebration, and some people will just like Christmas Eve, people start giving each other gifts. Then it goes maybe even Christmas Day. People can give each other presents. It depends with your circumstances. Maybe you visit on Christmas Day and you want to go back to your house to finish Christmas celebration on the Boxing Day while you are at your house. So if you visit your family, they will say, "Oh, take your gift." Then you take your gift on Christmas Day, and then the final giving of gifts is usually tomorrow. Tomorrow is Boxing Day, and that's when most people will receive their gifts, and will also give other people some gifts. So that's the beauty of Christmas, and sharing the gifts. So that's the beauty of Christmas. So I wonder, have you got your present yet? Or have you given other people some presents? It doesn't matter if you don't give any presents, It doesn't matter, because Christmas is about peace, harmony, tranquility, and just love and being together. You know, it's about that the mood of rejoicing. So we shouldn't like prioritize, the way they prioritize. We shouldn't prioritize gifts. Oh, hello, Evangelist Melvina Thomas. It's lovely to have you here. And Evangelist Melvina is saying, "Praise the Lord host." Oh, thank you, Evangelista. Merry Christmas. And how are you? How are you? And Evangelista Thomas is saying, "Give you thumbs up." Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and and you really had a good time. And Evangelista is saying, "Praise the Lord to everyone who is listening and watching." Oh, that's good. Thank you so much, Evangelist. It's nice to have you in the live stream. Yeah, I always think of you. Yeah, I hope she's saying, "I'm feeling much better. Keep on praying for me." Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. Otherwise, thank you so much for sparing your time to come to the live stream. I really appreciate that. We also have Maria Clararu. Hello, Maria. Maria is a very good supporter as well. Hi, Maria. How was your day, Maria? How was Christmas? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas day. And, Christmas is already, coming to an end. Imagine. And Evangelist Melvin Thomas saying, "You are welcome, host." Oh, that's beautiful, Evangelist. We are really happy to see you here. And Evangelist Melvin is saying, "Merry Christmas to everyone." Oh, that's beautiful, Evangelist Melvin Thomas. That's really good. So we hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and we are still in the celebratory, mood, and because we still have tomorrow again. Christmas is still ringing bells, bells, bells. Christmas rings bells in our hearts, in our minds, in our memory. So we still have the Christmas celebration. The nativity story still is with us, and we shouldn't forget the story. We should carry on with the story until we come back again to 2026 Christmas. If we come back to 2026 Christmas, we'll be so happy. So that's the story of Christmas, and it's all about harmony, peace, love, supporting each other, all those good adjectives, and those good nouns like peace, that's the story of Christmas. It's like solemn, something like sacred, yeah. So we should always, we should always live with this story. If we live with the story of Christmas, we will learn to appreciate other people, appreciating other people, like the wise men and the shepherds. They really, they appreciated the birth of Jesus Christ. That's why they managed to travel from, and they left their sheep. The shepherds left their sheep and said, "Oh, let's go, let's go." And they went to see the king. And the wise men, they said, "Oh, we need to go despite the danger, the danger we might face on the way." And they said, "Oh, they had trust. Sometimes we need to trust, If we trust, our God, then sometimes we are shown how to deal with challenges, Yeah, we need to trust, to have trust. So we are really happy today as we celebrate Christmas again for 2025, and hopefully we are going to celebrate again in 2026. That's our dream as well, to celebrate in 2026. So we are really happy because many countries, they celebrate Christmas, and they know the importance of this festive season, which is a good thing. And sometimes people from other religions, they also support, they are always supporting this festive season. They always support these festive seasons. So we sometimes we need to know other religions, but we know they support, they support us, they support the Christians, and it's like networking, because it's all about, the goodness in human beings, Religion it symbolizes the goodness in human beings, So we have other religions like Judaism. We have another religion. We have, of course, this story is a story from the Christian religion, from Christianity. So we just need to know other religions, and we know. And nowadays, people just support one another. People respect each other's religion, which is good, So we have religions like Judaism, we have Islam, we have Hinduism, we have Buddhism, we have there's one called Slavic and Celtic and Semitic, and there is there's lots of of the religions. There is Hellenism, and there is there's some region called Roman Neo-paganism. I don't know what it means, So there are many, many other religions, but this story of nativity, it pertains to Christianity. And we are happy because other religions, support. They do support this this religion. They support, you know, support the story of Christmas. So I hope um, everyone has had a good celebration today, and I hope we after the celebrations we should also try to focus on the good aspects of this story. We should always remember that it's not only a story, it is a story for us to learn many things from, we learn many things from this story, starting from uh, the announcement, you know, starting from the announcement to the two people, to Joseph and Mary. Then after the announcement, we should learn about how they treated each other, Joseph and Mary. They treated each other, like uh, uh, they treated each other like in peace, in harmony. They didn't like say, oh, why were you chosen to give birth to this king? They continued to live in harmony. And then um, the idea of the angels appearing, angel Gabriel, and the star, and the angel which he told the shepherds that there was a newborn king. That idea of those angels, it's a sign that um, this is a special event. It's a holy, that's the best word. It's a holy event which was going to happen. When there's holiness, holiness is something supernatural, something special. So the holiness of this story is in the birth of Jesus Christ. It's like a miraculous, they call it a miraculous birth of the king. So that's what we learn from this story. That's what we learn. So I hope you have gained a bit of like insight. So let's always remember this story, and let's always like pick the good, the teachings from this story. Like it's like every story told is something which we can get. We learn something from all the stories we are told. But this Christmas story is a special one, and we are happy because we got we were given this special being called Jesus Christ, and if we base our lives on his teachings, then we find ourselves, trying to live a better life. We try to live a better life. So I hope we will meet again tomorrow. So let me just read the names of the people who came to the live stream. And please do remember to support one another, and to always, like, go to their videos, check their videos, watch them, and comment. And if you haven't subscribed to some of the people in the live stream, always try to go to their channels and watch their videos and subscribe to them. Like evangelist Marvina Thomas has a beautiful channel. You can always check out on her, and then she will always respond to you. So Evangelist had said, Merry Christmas to everyone. Thanks for coming, Evangelist Marvin Thomas. And we also had Maria. Maria Kuralaru is always supporting. Thanks, Maria, for turning up for the live stream. And we also had Flashy Techfish was here to support again. I think Flashy has a YouTube channel, and he can say yes if he has. So we can always. Oh, Christine was here. I didn't even greet her. So we also had the rice experiments. Helpsy was here. So thank you, the rice experiments, Helpsy. And we had Christine Doe. Oh, I didn't notice you were here. Sorry, Christine. Christine said, hello, everyone. And Christine said, how was your day, Mary? Oh, my day was good. And Christine had said, Merry Christmas. I think I was in the in the middle of talking, so I didn't realize that you are here. Thank you so much, Christine, for coming. And how was your Christmas, Christine? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, I hope the day went on well. And tomorrow is Boxing Day. It's nearly coming to an end. But we really are thankful because we had the time and the opportunity to come together and to have, to celebrate this wonderful day. So thank you so much, Christine Doe. So Christine Doe has a channel, and Evangelist Melvin Thomas has a channel, beautiful channels. So you can always connect to them, and they will connect to you back as well. We had Felix Bloom. Felix Bloom, thank you for coming. And Felix Bloom was here today, which is really good. And he has a channel. And we also had, let me see, another person. Felix Bloom went to bed because they are ahead of time from where I am. We also had What Seat? What Seat? Yeah, What Seat was in the channel as well, was in the house. And thanks for coming, What Seat? And we also had Look, Cool Kid. Low Cool Kid. Low Cool Kid said, I got it Christmas Roblox gift card. 20 Roblox in my wallet. Wow, that is very good. You are lucky. And we also had a visit from Mila Butter Piedo. Mila was here today, which is beautiful. And Mila is coming from Trento City in Italy. Imagine, that's far away. Thank you, Mila, for coming to the live stream. Then we had Sam Gilmore. Sam Gilmore was here to support us as well. That was lovely of him, Sam Gilmore. And we had Marcos Val. And we had Mila Butter Piedo. Yeah, Mila Butter Piedo. And we also have Zizwani Kapea. And she gave us a visit again. That is good. And I'm really happy for that. And we had Marcosville. Of course, I have read Marcosville. Tony, we had Tony Spence. And Tony Spence was here in the first instance of the live stream. Tony Spence. And we also had a visit from L_VTMS. L_VTMS. And Tony Spence has a channel. And she's all the way from England. And who else was it? Tommy Beresford paid us a visit as well. Oh, today we had loads of people. And Tommy Basement, of course, I read Tommy. And we also had fastest. Was here in the live stream. Fastest was asking me about a Christmas present. Oh yeah, I remember. Fastest. Oh, that was wonderful. So the first person who came to the live stream was Tony Spence. And I'm taking this time to thank everybody who managed to come to the live stream. When I thought of doing this live stream, I was saying to myself, oh, it's a Christmas day. I don't think people will have the chance to come to sit, to be part of the panel of the live stream. But people gave their time, and they said, oh, let's go and listen to Mary Zippy's recipes. So I really appreciate, and I hope we keep connected and we keep supporting each other. So good night, everybody. I will do another live stream tomorrow, most likely, because I'll be home tomorrow. So thanks everyone for turning up for the live stream. Thank you.